All right, Shalom Yasharallah. Before we get started, we're going to give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachak Badash, and double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Back another video, another lesson. And I named the title of this one. Well, it says I asked ChatGPT what is the MOTB, right? And this what came up. So I asked, what is the mark of the beast in Revelation 13? And this is what they said, or what it says. This is the mark of the beast in Revelation 13 is a symbolic or literal identifier associated with the allegiance to the beast, a figure representing a powerful, oppressive, and anti-God system or ruler in apocalyptic Christian theology. Right, and you go to give the verses, Revelation 13, 16 through 18. This is the ESV. It says also it causes all, both small and great, both rich and poor, both free and slave, to be marked on their right hand or the forehead, so that no one can buy or sell unless he has the mark. Let's go read it, actually. Let's get the King James Version. This is Revelation 13 and 16. All right. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Now, as we always go through it, that mark in the Greek is charagma. All right, charagma. I'll even play it for you.
Strong's G 5480. Charagma. Charagma.
All right, charagma or charagma. This is a stamp, an imprinted mark, all right, of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the anti-Messiah or Antichrist. It also says the mark branded upon horses. Now, we go through that. Why are horses branded? Let's look it up real quick. Why are horses branded? It says horses are branded primarily for identification and ownership verification, with the practice dating back centuries. Brands can indicate breed, ranch of origin, or be used for theft deterrence and management of large herds. While freeze branding is a more common method in modern times, hot iron branding also remains in use, particularly in certain regions and industries. All right, and there's also one they use RFID tagging. Let me see. RFID tag for cattle. I just saw it. Yeah. Yep. Which means radio frequency identification tags are used for cattle identification and tracking, providing a unique digital identifier for each animal. All right. And this is what they're going to use. They're going to use the chip, which we know. We can look that up real quick. A micro implant. All right. RFID implants. Excuse me. This right here. All right, gonna plant it in your hand, or you got the Neuralink. They're gonna put it in your forehead. Right. Let's go back to ChatGPT. Okay. The interpretations. It says literal view. Some believe the mark will be a literal symbol, tattoo, a chip, or implant placed on the hand or forehead, required for economic participation, buying and selling. And that's it says that in the next verse. I read verse 16 again. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, a charagma, in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell. All right, these words buy and sell. Agorazo is the Greek word for buy. To be in the marketplace, to attend it, to do business there, buy or sell. It says of idle people to hunt the marketplace, lounge there. All right, and you got it's particularly certain groups who don't believe the mark of the beast is an implant or a C-hip implant. They believe it's a spiritual mark, which as we always say, Esau isn't spiritual. He's a carnal man. He's gonna play on. He wants to play on your flesh. It says to purchase, especially to redeem, buy, redeem. All right, so that's the word for buy, which agarazzo, and this is sell. Okay, poleo, to barter, to sell, sellers, to be busy or trade. Okay, sell whatever is sold. So in order to buy and sell, you're gonna need to have the implant inside of you, and that's gonna have the barcode, the number, and you're worshiping the beast all in one. So when you take the mark, you're worshiping the beast. You got the number of his name, which is 666, and you got the little barcode so you can buy and sell. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom, let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. And what is the beast? Let's look at this word beast real quick to show you. Beast, I think I went past it. Beast in the Greek is therion, Salakia.
Strong's G 2342. Therion.
Therion, an animal, and wild animal. Right here it says a brutal bestial man, savage, ferocious. And who's that bestial man? Speaking of really Esau Edom, the beast system. All right. It says, look at this. The root word is thera, hunting a wild beast to destroy them, metaphor of preparing destruction, all right, for men. All right. And who's gonna be prepared to be destroyed? Esau Edom, all right, the so-called white man. All right, so let's go back and see what it says and get more. It says so that's the literal view, which we believe the literal view. Okay, so it's gonna be a small implant that goes into your hand. Now other groups believe symbolic. It says other interpret it symbolically. The right hand symbolizes actions. The forehead represents thoughts or allegiance. In this view, the mark reflects loyalty to the beast's values, much like how followers of God are sealed in Revelation 7. But that's talking about in the Revelation. That's the elect being sealed, right? And they got a historical view. Some scholars interpret Revelation as referring to the Roman Empire, specifically emperor worship. The beast can represent Rome or Nero Caesar. The mark could symbolize participation in emperor worship or economic systems tied to idolatry. All right, but the mark of the beast is going to be a micro C-hip implant. All right, and the one's going to initiate it. You already got those in Sweden. If we can look it up real quick. Let's open up tab Sweden. I'm sorry. Microchips. It says in Sweden, microchip implants are gaining popularity as a convenient way. So they want this thing to be convenient for you. What does convenient mean? All right, convenient, fitting and well with a person's needs, activities, and plans. So it's a convenient way to access services and information. These chips, about the size of a grain of rice, are inserted under the skin, often in the hand, and can be used for things like accessing buildings, paying for goods, and storing digital information, like emergency contacts or social media profiles. All right, so they already got it going on over in Sweden. All right, you can read articles. Thousands of Swedes are inserting micro C-hips under their skin. All right, let's see if we can get more on it. You can go more into that if you like. I'm pretty sure there's videos on it on YouTube. So they already started in Sweden. I believe in China they got like a let me see. I know in China they got like a it's similar to Neuralink's brain. Let's type that in. Brain see what comes up. So it says China is actively developing brain-computer interface (BCI) technology, including brain chip implants, with the aim of catching up with and potentially surpassing companies like Neuralink. So this also shows you that it's going to be a worldwide thing, not just in America. Revelation 3:10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them to dwell upon the earth. So it's gonna come upon everybody's gonna, eventually all nations gonna be subject to taking the MOTB. So, and there's gonna be a punishment, of course, if you do take it. Revelation 14:9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast, all right, and his image, which the beast is the Roman Empire being revived through the EU and NATO, and his image is what? The Roman system, which is gonna be the new world order, is their image, and he receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. All right, let's look up Neuralink to show you. Yep, there we go. Let's go to news, see what's anything new. All right, a mute man talks. Neuralink surpassing brain implant instantly turns thoughts into speech. All right, these are left-handed miracles, right? Let me see, Salakia. I'm all over the place. I think it's in Revelation 19:20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worshipped his image. These both were cast alive into a lake of fire burning with brimstone. You get that word miracles. All right, that word miracles is semayon, and it means getting straight to the point. A sign, prodigy, portent, i.e. an unusual occurrence transcending the common course of nature. What does transcending mean? Let's look it up. Basically, to go beyond or surpass, right? Transcend, be or go beyond the range or limits of something abstract, typically of conceptual, feel, or division. Surpass, okay? And they want to surpass human limits, okay? So this right here, from notebookcheck.com, I believe, .net. A mute man talks. Neuralink surpassing brain implant instantly turns thoughts into speech. You can read that if you like. Okay. Elon Musk Neuralink innovation amid an ethical minefield. So this is gonna be the still the mark of the beast, because it's gonna be in the brain. All right. And it's gonna be for those who have they're gonna who are blind, who can't who can't use their who are paralyzed, right, or something like this, who can't talk, can't hear, can't see. First Neuralink patient shows how he draws using only his mind. All right, Elon Musk's first Neuralink patient shows remarkable image. He can draw with his mind 18 months after, all right, brain installation. Okay, and they're gonna put this out in the forefront for those for families who have those who can't use their limbs, or who can't do anything. Pretty much, they're stuck to a chair. Okay, and it's those left-handed miracles that we be talking about. Okay, so the summary says down here, it says the mark of the beast represents allegiance to an anti-God power, enforced either literally as a future sign or symbolically through actions, thoughts, actions, and loyalties. The specific identity of the beast and the meaning of the mark depend heavily on the theological lens one uses. Futurist, symbolic, historical, idealist. All right, and we know it's going to be literal. Literal. There's going to be a literal mark that they're going to, push out to the masses worldwide. So I just want to bring something out on that. So, Lord willing, with this was edifying. Okay, we gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakha Kodash, and double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. This is a prophecy that's soon, very, very soon, going to come to pass. We're just, waiting on it to happen. So, Lord will use edified. Turn this video, I'm gonna say, Shalom.